The sunlight spilled through the glass walls of the corporate atrium, as if the day itself wanted a front row seat to humiliation, because everyone expected the same ending. The CEO would win, the stranger would lose, and laughter would echo politely through polished marble. No one imagined that by lunchtime, a single dad with tired eyes and a second-hand jacket would quietly flip an empire upside down with 3 calm moves on a chessboard. Before the story unfolds any further, pause for a moment. If you believe in kindness, second chances, and the quiet strength of people the world overlooks, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to Life Spark Stories. Your support keeps stories like this alive. Rowan Hale had only come to the building to deliver lunch to his son, Milo, who was spending the day in a company-sponsored childcare program while Rowan attended a job interview upstairs. The interview itself had already gone badly. His resume showed gaps that whispered of loss, responsibility, and nights spent choosing groceries over dreams. He was a widowed father, rebuilding life move by careful move, much like a chessboard he once loved, when evenings were quieter and hearts were fuller. While waiting in the atrium, Rowan noticed the crowd forming around a sleek glass table where Ardis Vale, the company's brilliant and famously untouchable CEO, entertained executives with her confidence. She was known for sharp decisions, sharper wit, and a public challenge she often repeated with a playful arrogance. Anyone who could defeat her in chess would earn her respect, and perhaps more. The chessboard sat between them like a dare dressed as elegance. Ardis noticed Rowan watching, likely mistaking his curiosity for presumption. Her smile carried amusement, not cruelty, but it held the weight of someone unaccustomed to losing. Rowan almost walked away. He had no place here, no suit, no safety net. But Milo's small hand tugged his sleeve, eyes bright with belief that his father could do anything. That was enough to anchor him. Rowan sat down, not to prove a point, but because once, long ago, chess had been the only place where life felt ordered and fair. The game began under the noon sun, shadows of passing employees gliding across the floor. Rowan played without flourish, without fear. His mind slipped into a familiar stillness, each move guided by instinct sharpened through years of solving problems with limited pieces. Ardis, confident and relaxed, advanced aggressively, assuming dominance. The crowd leaned in, some already smiling at what they believed would be a short lesson for the outsider. But then something shifted. The board tightened. Space vanished. 3 moves later, silence replaced murmurs. Ardis stared at the pieces, realization dawning like a sudden eclipse. It was checkmate. Clean, undeniable, and stunningly fast. Laughter didn't come. Instead, the room filled with the kind of quiet that follows truth. Rowan didn't celebrate. He simply looked up, eyes steady, thinking not of victory but of whether he could still afford Milo's school fees next month. Ardis stood, not offended but changed. In that moment she saw beyond appearances and titles. She saw discipline forged by hardship, intelligence refined by sacrifice, and integrity that didn't need applause. The smirk that once defined her faded into respect. What followed wasn't a fairy tale leap, but a human one. Rowan was offered not just a job, but dignity. Ardis began mentoring him, and in time, something deeper grew between shared lunches, sunlit strategy sessions, and Milo's laughter echoing through hallways once ruled by silence. The chessboard remained, a reminder that life rewards patience, humility, and courage more than bravado. Love didn't arrive as a prize, but as a partnership born from mutual recognition. As the afternoon light softened and the day leaned toward evening, Rowan walked out of the building holding Milo's hand, his future no longer feeling like a losing game. He hadn't come to win a challenge or change a CEO's heart. He had simply shown up as himself, and that had been enough. If this story stirred something inside you, if it reminded you that quiet strength can rewrite destinies, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to Life Spark Stories. And here's a special request before we close. Comment below and tell us what move in life gave you a second chance.